Keeping It Real simulation training, a medical sim lab. Throughout the video, a simulated scenario shows a child welfare worker speaking with a medical professional who is treating a child suspected of being the victim of abuse. Christine LINDSEY, simulation facilitator, University of Illinois Springfield, followed by Amy Wheeler, director, Child Protection Training Academy, University of Illinois Springfield.
Medical professionals have shared with us that a lot of the information that leads to their diagnoses is about history. Being able to tell the doctor how an injury occurred or information that you've gotten about a child's background or health background specifically helps the doctor make a better determination about their initial health conditions or any physical injuries that they might have.
We determine that the children need to be removed from the home and we take protective custody. They have to then move to the medical simulation where they have to dialogue with the doctor and really be able to give the history and physical of everything that's going on in the home and the information that they've gathered.
The purpose of the simulation is to help investigators get a real feel for the kinds of questions that they should be asking doctors as well as the kind of information that they should be giving the doctor.
TIERNEY STUTZ, Deputy Director of Child Protection, Illinois Department of Child and Family Services.
It's hard to be a 20-something investigator and suddenly talking to an attending neurosurgeon, a child abuse doc, a detective who looks like he really knows everything. Simulation is a place to really develop the confidence to do that.
It seems a little intrusive to ask a medical doctor what their credentials are, but it makes a difference when the investigator goes to write their final findings that support their indicated or unfounded results.
They have to be able to ask those appropriate questions or to give the information so that the doctor knows what kind of diagnostics to do.
It serves us both in not disrupting families where it was an accident and then making sure children are safe when in fact we have now gathered because of this multidisciplinary approach and knowing what questions to ask and how to ask them.
Being able to say this doctor is a pediatric specialist of some kind who's been doing it for 10 years may weigh differently than this is a resident who's never done a health work exam, who is working the midnight shift at the ER.
Asking the right questions early on in an investigation reduces the trauma the child experiences, right? So on serious harms cases, when we don't know what may have caused a skull fracture or a brain bleed or an internal injury, if you are able to pull in the right people early on and ask the right questions, then that child you put into a safety plan, the parent agreed to a safe place to watch that child while we gather this important information in a very timely manner. If we're able to do this well, then this child's not in a safety plan. Or if we gather it well and it's concerning, then we know that we need to bring that child into care. So those are really difficult skills to develop, and simulation is a perfect place.
To explore the other resources in the series, please visit capacity.childwelfare.gov/states. Logos for the Keeping It Real series, the Children's Bureau, and the Capacity Building Center for States. This video was created by the Capacity Building Center for States, funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Administration for Children and Families, Children's Bureau, under contract number HHSP 2332-0150-0071I. Special thanks to representatives of the University of Illinois Child Protection Training Academy and the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services.